What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my Lost Dimension playthrough. Just going to show you guys on how to get a S rank on the Fires of Hell. It's a DLC quest and it's free right now. I'm going to be fighting level 17 enemies. My characters are currently level 16, the ones that I'm going to be using. And this is the order that I'm going to be putting my characters. I'm going to put Sho second. I'm going to put Toya third. And then I'm going to put Yoko first. Nagi last, Agito 5th, and Himeno 4th. That's the setup I'm going to be using for this quest. So let's get started. So like I said, it is a DLC quest, so I believe it's still free on the marketplace, so get it before they start charging, because the DLC, some of the DLC is going to be free for the first 2 weeks. And the first week's almost up. So what I'm going to do, use Yoko first. I'm going to use Inspiration, which is going to increase my Strength, Psyche, and Vitality.
Let's do this.
And then second person is Sho. I'm going to move all the way up, going to use Defer, so I could pretty much get rid of my turn and give it to someone else, which is Yoko. So now I'm going to try to get close to the enemy here, use Demotivation. It's going to decrease the enemy's strength, psyche, and vitality. So that's going to help out a lot. So now I got Toya. I'm going to use Toya's Gatling Wave so I can hit this enemy down here, down below. Got a critical hit, which was very lucky, which was quite nice. So there's 3 enemies here, so I'm going to use Himeno's fire attack here, which is Soaring Blast. I'm going to use that. It's going to hit all 3 enemies, and I'm literally just going to keep doing this until they die. I'm going to use Defer, and I'm going to stand a little far away just so I don't get in Himeno's way when she's casting Soaring Blast. So that's why you see me moving Akito really slow. So Akito is not going to get hit, which is good. Ignition gets activated, which increases fire-based attacks. So I got a critical hit there, which was quite nice. So now I got Nagi. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do the same thing like I did with Akito. I'm just going to use Defer on Himeno. Just going to make sure I get, as far away as possible. But of course, give her the Defer. So now I have Defer on her, and I can use a special skill, which is called Phoenix Wing. As long as Nagi defers with Himeno, you'll have the skill activated. And of course, you have to get the skill unlocked on the skill tree as well. So that's that. All 3 enemies are going to die, which is great. So now it's the enemy's turn. I can't do any more actions at the moment. The reason why I put Nagi there was because she has the highest agility in the game. So most of the time the enemies miss, as you saw there. They did get the first hit, but that's alright. And then sometimes you'll see me move my characters in I guess you could say like an awkward position. Like sometimes when there's enemies near my characters, what I'll do is I'll face towards the enemy so I don't get back attacked. So you just have to really pay attention to your surroundings. And then this enemy here just decided that he wanted to hit his friend just to hit me, which I was okay with. So that didn't really bother me at all either. So he just damaged him. So that helped out a lot. So what I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to try to use one of my psychic abilities on one of these enemies here. But before I do that, I want to do a demotivation on the enemy. So the other one, actually, since the other one already got demotivated. So it decreases strength, vitality, and psyche. I'm going to get Sho over here. I'm going to Defer with Yoko. I'm going to get behind the enemy so I could do more damage. And to get an assist just in case the enemy doesn't die. So I'm going to use one of my psychic abilities here. Still didn't die, but that's okay. I'm going to try to get Toya over here. You're going to try to Defer. Or actually, no, I lied. I'm going to use Gatling gun. I'm actually going to hit show, but that's okay because what I really wanted was I wanted to take out both enemies, which I did, and I was hoping that I didn't critical hit show, which I didn't, so that worked in my favor. So now I have Himeno, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack these enemies that are far away here. I'm going to purposely have her over here by herself, so when my sanity runs out, she'll get berserked. So when you're berserked, you get your HP back and pretty much your damage doubles. And as long as your teammates aren't around, but if there's enemies around, most likely they'll attack the enemies. At least from what I've experienced. So now I'm going to have Nagi help out Agito here for a little bit. I'm going to use Mind's End here. So what that does is pretty much it pretty much increases the attack power. So the more time you use Mind's Eye, the more attack power you'll do. Or the more melee damage, I should say, because it only works for melee damage. So I'm going to do that to the other enemy here, and then Nagi's going to help out with the assist there. It was quite nice. Nice miss there, which helped out a lot. So now the enemy decided he wanted to use flamethrower on Nagi and Agito and killed his friend in the process, which helped out a lot. So I'm not complaining. Himeno's taking big damage, but that's okay because she's going to live through all this anyways. Her sanity does go down a lot. That's kind of what I wanted, so that's good. Luckily, she didn't die. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to move Yoko at a good position so I could try to maybe use someone else to defer with her, which I'm going to do. So Sho, he can move, pretty good. So that's why I'm able to kill this enemy here, over here. So that's what I'm about to do. So there we go. I have 2 more enemies left to take out. So now with Toya, I'm going to use Defer on Yoko. And then I'm just going to bunch them all together over here. Honestly, I didn't really need to do all this. Like, I found that out at the last minute. Honestly, I could have just, skipped everyone's turn and just used Himeno's Firestorm. She would have got berserked, as you're going to see here, and she would have killed the enemies. Ignition gets activated, which is great as well. So the Firestorm, of course, doesn't quite kill them because she's going to go in berserk mode. So my sanity's gone. She goes crazy. Luckily, none of my allies are around. She chooses to use Firestorm. And both enemies are going to die here. And a critical hit was also activated as well, which helps out a lot. So that was it, guys. That's how you get the S rank. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.